This video is brought to you by our shop, where we do crazy things like have no BS warranty, actually reply to our customers, no ghosting, and we try to stock cool, quality, uncommon items. Basically, everything we find annoying about other PC shops, we try to do the opposite. If you want to support us on this mission, you can buy from us. Our website has a complete list of our inventory. Imagine that, a complete stock list. Di mo na kailangang tanungin na nakita ko to sa website, available ba to? If it's there, we have it. Or you can join our YouTube membership and get cool perks as well. Link to our shop and the YouTube membership in the video description.
Testing. Okay, we're good. Okay. Hi everyone. This is Puwede Magtanong. You're with your host Rafael, and we're joined by, of course, Marvin, Rocky the programmer, and Anton. RJ is busy, but he'll join us on our next run. So, any major announcements so far? Oh, first off, how's my audio? Usually, someone complains that my audio is bad. I guess we're okay then. No complaints. Well, we have a video coming out tomorrow. So we did a S21 Ultra video review, which is coming out tomorrow afternoon. Please check that out. And let's hit it with the first question. Shout out to Nico Medina, super sub, Josh Was, super sub, Ian Meru, top fan, Carl Emmanuel, super sub, and I don't know how to pronounce Korean ba to? I'm not sure, but there we go, super sub, thank you. Judge Farron, super sub, Asher Anima, of course, top fan, Richard Onkinko, top fan, and Ives de Ocampo, super sub. Oh, you get to take the bar and via the computer. First time in the history of bar taking. Sayang. Thanks, guys. All right, first question of the day is... my question is not related on computers. Kapag ba mag-charge ako phone, isaksak ko ba muna sa outlet or sa phone muna? Kayo ba? Ano yung inunan nyo? Isaksak muna sa outlet, sa phone. So, parang this is an old question This resurfaced? Okay. Sige, Marvin. Ano yung research mo? Uy. The power adapter. How unlikely naman is that to happen? I've never... there we go. There, wait, hold on a second. Kasi wait. I have to... Naka-default...
I can repeat my answer.
No, hold on a second.
Yeah.
There we go. That should fix it.
Are we weapons free?
Yeah, weapons free. Oh my god. So you guys just been listening to me? My god.
But some people said mahina audio ko, so they could hear me konti. Or I don't know. Is everybody's audio good now? Based chat?
Check 1, 2, 3.
Yon daw, yon.
Check.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lan from YouTube.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
okay, Marvin's gonna...
So to
Yeah,
recap,
yeah, sorry.
according to Huawei, power brick first or the power adapter first, then plug it into the device. This way, if there is a very unlikely power surge, it will fry your power adapter or power brick instead of frying your more
Yeah.
expensive phone.
That makes sense. However, in my experience, I've never fried a power brick ever in my life. Nokia,
Yeah, has that ever happened to anyone?
Apple,
Yeah.
Android, laptop chargers, bricks.
Sa akin.
Sa'yo?
But it's a different device. It's a guitar effect.
Yeah.
So pero ang ginawa ko yung I plugged it in dun sa device muna. And then unfortunately, yun. It fried the system.
Yeah. I'm sure sensitive yung mga audio equipment na ganyan, no? Yeah. So, I guess, I don't know, I mean, generally, we leave our power bricks plugged if it's the one at home. So, it's unlikely that this will happen. Siguro pag ano lang to, pag nahugot, and then you plug it back in.
Yeah.
So, extra
Ako,
care.
I always plug mine out. Like, plug out and then plug back in.
Really? Each time?
Yeah, kasi it still consumes power eh. Yung
Yeah,
entire-
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I unplug talaga completely and then plug in.
Wow, parang kang lolo.
Environmental.
Sayang kuryente. Oh, sayang kuryente.
Mababa nga yung kuryente mo. Well, to answer, take a question from Neil Joseph, who bought a CPU from us. In order to remove the watermark ng Windows, just get a CD key online. You can use CDK offers, or you can also use Product Key Philippines. They're also very quick. Just make sure that you have the proper Windows. So baka you might end up buying the wrong version, and then if it's not compatible with what's installed, then it won't work. What we usually install is Windows 10 Pro. So, but you should check first.
64-bit.
64-bit. You should check that. Check your version first in what's that? My computer, control panel. So, where do you check that?
And display C, tapos
Display PC.
properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So,
PC.
check that
Dati
out.
my PC. Ngayon this PC.
But then a warning from Linus Tech Tips: if you constantly change your PC parts, like you're putting different RAM or changing GPU,
Motherboard.
ay, talagang yung motherboard will really ruin it talaga. Your computer will get so confused that it will forget the product key, and then you might need to encode it again, or there's some failure. So actually, to be honest, Microsoft sucks for yung product key na yan. Kasi I already bought two because nga it wouldn't even recognize the first one I bought. So it's not unlikely. I mean, it might happen to you. So go to cdkoffers.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Si Dan Villanueva. Hi, I encountered this weird issue. I'll post the video of it. So what happened was I was doing a Windows update, like fully updating the Windows before proceeding and installing GPU and mobile drivers. That's when I restarted my PC. This TV static like issue is showing up. There's no graphics card installed yet. How can that be? When that thing happened. So what I did was install the GPU drivers and nothing happened. Then I was really worried something might be wrong. The next TS I did was unplug the HDMI cable from the port and plugged it in a different port due to static thing issue. But I'm really still worried about something is wrong. What I did last was uninstall the GPU drivers through DDU from safe mode. And it's still there, but not that often anymore. I also had this issue where my mouse looks like it freezes for a second or lags, and I just enabled my XMP, and it's working now. I'm confused that TV static issue on how did it happen. To be honest, I'm just having a TV monitor cause I'm waiting for my company's employee purchase program. Good point. And I'm also using a cracked Windows cause our IT told me that you can crack it. So yeah, I'm still confused.
No, that's bad.
For the love of all that's holy,
Dude.
don't mention your company's name.
Parang ano eh.
Teka lang.
Don't mention yung-
Teka lang. There. Let's remove that top layer first. About that static. I can't tell if artifact yan or static. Baka he might have thought that artifacting was static. In which case, if it's artifacts, baka it's a defective graphics card.
Yeah. Iba yung static sa artifact, no?
Static is like the TV.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend. Baka mamaya yung TV niya is... Pero how old could his TV be, diba? I mean, it has an HDMI port. I've used TVs a lot as secondary monitors, ranging from yung medyo known brands to unknown brands. And I don't recall this static issue happening.
Static.
I remember, kasi this is from the forum, parang he mentioned na it improved after the RAM. Or, do you remember Rocky the programmer? Na bring up to sa forum natin.
XMP, his problem was the mouse.
Wait, we lost Rocky the programmer.
Oh, he froze. No, well,
Yeah.
he mentioned in the question that he had a problem with his mouse. The mouse was lagging, and then when he changed the XMP, he was able to get the mouse working again. Here, it.
Yeah. I think the XMP, once he found the proper XMP profile, it worked on the RAM problem. And parang the static problem, I can't recall if it was a cable.
Wait,
pinalitan niya yung...
where is the RAM problem here? The mouse? What's the mouse got to do with RAM?
The display issues. I mean,
but when he fixed the RAM speeds, gumanda naman yung ano.
Yeah, hindi naglag yung mouse.
Di na naglalag yung mouse.
I'm confused about the TV static issue. Okay, so assuming it is artifacting. So if you Google artifacting, it doesn't just look like static. It has icons. That's why they call it artifacting. And then if it's artifacts, then your problem is hardware, not so much software. But diba, Anton, you can testify na it's now, what do you call that? You can also get artifacts if it's software.
Yes, usually we've had some customers na may problema na ganun, update drivers or find a driver that's stable for you, and yun, paminsan nawawala yung artifacts. Paminsan, you need to sort of undervolt your GPU a little, make it run slightly slower than it's currently being pushed, and sometimes that gets rid of the artifacts. Although in this case, parang kasing static, hindi kasi siya computer monitor parang TV lang gamit niya. So I think that might also be playing a role. That the computer is trying to display to something. Usually kasi mas maganda yung resolution ng computer monitor, mas kaya niya yung mas mabilis na refresh rate compared to compared to a normal TV, which I think is like 60 hertz, di ba, Marv? Yung parang a normal TV.
It's only the high end yung may mga 120 hertz.
Rate,
but most is 60 lang talaga. Especially yung mga the cheaper ones, di ba? Yung mga second tier models or third tier models.
Skyworth, mga ganun.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dante. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And
Hello again.
Actually, your RAM arrived. I'll message you later.
All right.
Hey, Brian Pino from Facebook. Sup daw, Marvin Ant. Thanks, Brian, for stopping by.
I see.
Brian.
ITX Addict pala is also online.
All right, so
next.
it's a bit weird, that question, but parang the RAM problem was smoothed out. You get the proper RAM speeds na smooth out na yung mouse stuttering, and then yung static. Di ko maalala kung cable issue yan or yun nga, if you try it with a real monitor.
Or he can try it with another TV first. Kasi it's either the TV port, yung HDMI port itself, or it could be his cable. So parang baka mamaya maluwag or loose na yung connections dun sa loob. Especially if he keeps unplugging the monitor and then when someone else wants to watch something, they plug the PS or the DVD thing. Or, sorry, does anyone use DVD?
DVD?
Blu-ray or whichever. Yeah. So, yeah. But definitely, he should really look into getting an original Windows 10.
Why is that? Why is that, Marv?
Because not from personal experience, but having the quality of pirated cracks or ano. It really depends eh. Kasi you
But
could get
actually, my question is, why would you need? Yeah, what? Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, our kasi Rocky the Programmer dropped. Our Windows aren't anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that if I reorient it now, and then if Rocky the Programmer joins, then I have to reorient it again. So I'm thinking, if he's not gonna jump in the next 5 minutes, then I'll reorient it.
Okay.
Right.
So far, anyway, Marvin looks good. It's just
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm in Rafael and Anton area.
I can't even see me. Anyway, sige, go lang.
Kasi
wait, sorry, Mark. My question is, why do they even need pirated Windows if Windows is already free with they just have that watermark at the bottom? Why need to pirate pa?
Nakakita yung watermark, and two, may ano siya, I don't know parang like sometimes siya, may lumalabas sa screen. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those, pero parang
may para notification.
Yeah.
Yung notification na, hey, your Windows might not be original.
Yeah.
But if you
might be a victim.
Oh, but
if activate.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I think that was during the Windows XP days. But now, you can just get a free Windows 10 online. And yun nga, the only problem I could see is a watermark. And you can't customize your wallpaper. I remember that was the problem. So, for everyone out there who, there's no need to risk yourself with a pirated Windows. Essentially, Windows made it free. Pretty much, diba? To use Windows. Oh.
Yep.
So, we'll move on to the next question. Yep. And then after that, I'll change our windows. Our windows. Lone Walker. Hi, good day. Is there a way para
malimitahan?
Limit ang access sa internet like streaming media on browsers, YouTube, Netflix. Ang ginawa ko kasi is through host file sa Windows, pero alam nila kung paano i-revoke yung access. Doon sa Netflix app, doon nakapag-download sila ng app sa Microsoft Store. Tapos, pwede lang siya Microsoft Store i-disable pag naka-Windows 10 Pro ka.
Rocket Programmer's back!
Nag-work po ako sa isang ospital as IT staff. Thank you, Lone Walker, for helping out our frontliners. I hope you also get a vaccine. OS Windows 10 Home Single Language 64-bit. Thanks po.
Thanks, ITX Addict, for the $125.
Hey,
the
thanks.
Sticker. Thank you. You really don't need to, you're already a top fan. You're already sending us too much, man. But thank you.
Rocky the Programmer, if you missed it. Is there a way para limit access internet like... okay, I get what he's saying. Essentially, he wants to... Yeah.
Rocky the Programmer, do you have a technical question? Gusto mo ba magtanong? Ano nangyari dyan?
Bakit ganito yung PLDC? Bakit ganito?
I actually know somebody who works at PLDT. I'll ask them, I think Marvin is also... Actually, Marvin knows her.
Yun lang yung question ko. Yun lang yung question ko. Why?
Yung bandwidth niya to a certain profession, which is understandable given the fact na ang dami na nahumulit sa kanya. Sorry about that.
But actually, sorry about the internet. Just so you know, Sky Cable has a great deal, diba? I think Sky Cable has a great deal. If you compare Sky Cable and Converge, I think Converge still comes out cheaper, but parang Sky Cable is more reliable. Like as Marvin
apartment namin, Sky.
Really?
Yeah. Okay naman.
Okay naman. Like, I'm here, Sky. The only time nga, na I lost net was late daw yung bayad ko. By like 2 days.
Kasalanan mo yun, Hindi ka nagbayad.
Hindi nga I paid through there. Anyway, basta, it wasn't my fault. Accounting nila. Anyway.
I'm sure.
So, si Lone Walker's problem is, I think he's IT in the hospital, so he wants to throttle down the usage of people in the hospital for unnecessary stuff like YouTube and Netflix. I guess that slows down the internet for the whole hospital, diba?
Yeah.
No, you can. My suggestion here was at the router level. Kung parang parental controls na, like you block Netflix so they can't access it. You block Facebook. the office where my wife works, that's how they do it. The employees are not allowed. They can't access Facebook using the office Wi-Fi. So there must be some kind of high level network setting. Although to be honest, I don't have that kind of experience of that on that large a network. I mean, it's a whole building hospital.
Well, actually, an observation: their network might not be fully set up properly because he's using Windows Home for
Is he?
Yeah, Windows
IT.
and Home.
Walang budget yung hospital para sa IT.
Wait lang,
So,
I think
router na lang.
I think actually I'm on Windows Home.
No, pero if you're going to set, like kung network admin ka, kailangan magsiset ka ng policies eh. And you can't do that with home lang. Yung first na natanong ko sa kanya, bakit if he's talking about yung staff, bakit sila may parang admin accounts dun sa computers nila? Kasi sabi nila they can install from the store. Dapat hindi.
The Netflix app, di ba? Yeah.
Yeah, dapat hindi eh. So siguro yun, like marami siyang gagawin.
Yeah, but I guess this guy is learning on the job. There's nothing to be ashamed of that. Pero yeah, he's going to either need to research a lot of fixes or bite the bullet and learn something about router level restrictions to websites.
Yeah.
I think I don't know how easy it is.
Pwede siyang gumamit na lang ng parang pre-built na software for network admin. Parang yung net something. Basta free lang yun eh. Tapos like na yun, per MAC address na yung level nung niya, nung
yung filtering.
i-filter na lang. Tapos free lang yun. Tapos na siya, isang software lang.
Yeah. I'm sure kasi tight yung budget nila.
Yeah.
They're dedicating resources to more important things like saving lives. So
But at the same time, those the people are leeching off their net. But I mean, I don't know. You also need the net in order to save lives.
Carl from YouTube recommends Arcais Netcut. I guess that's a similar kind of program.
Yeah, parang ganun. Pero I think may bayad yata yun.
That one may VCT999 shout out from YouTube. Echo shout out from YouTube. And who else asked for a shout out? Zach from YouTube asked pabiling 5700 XT. We don't have, but we do have a 6800 or let me pull it up. Actually, I have it here. We have one graphics card left. Iisa na lang natitirang GPU sa amin, which is an MSI 6800 XT. Yeah. So
RJ didn't get that. I thought RJ wanted the.
Actually, I haven't told him yet na may available na
may tatawag na
6000 series. Bigla pala wala akong trabaho. Teka, anong sinasabi niyo? Nanonood pala.
Bigla 5 na yun dito.
Good evening from Facebook. The name is in Arabic, so I can't read it out loud. Baka one of us might be able to help.
Let me see on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on the top, the very top. If you're looking at the Puwede Magtanong
it's very
chat.
blurry. Wait.
I can post it in the Discord. You can read by the script, Mark.
The first one is a letter A. It's Alif and then Sa. Sorry, ATH lang. And then everything. And then ATS? ATHS? ATS? Sorry, I'm very rusty with this. Yung first word lang yung medyo remotely familiar yung characters.
Hindi lang tayo tech show, linguistics
multilingual tayo.
Alright, so next question is, I don't know who this is from. Hi, I'd like to ask what I could do to lower my CPU temps. It goes up to 65 to 70 C at boot. I've already replaced with stock cooler mobo Gigabyte B550. He replaced stock cooler already.
Did he say he replaced it? Or with stock cooler?
Oo nga eh. I've already replaced with stock cooler. Ano?
Baka he meant naman na palitan na yung stock cooler.
Okay.
Well,
I think
but even with the stock cooler, you shouldn't be able to get 6570?
Well, Rocky pag like right now with my Ryzen 2600, I'm hitting 60 degrees in an aircon room. Okay.
But at boot.
On load.
No, not even on load.
On idle.
idle.
On idle. Ryzen Master. Like right now, I'm just doing this stream, and according to Ryzen Master, my temperature is 59.
Oh, well, that's not
60,
so bad. But he's like
59,
you know, 10 degrees more at boot. I don't know, but is it
70, no? Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, the usual is thermal paste. Anong klaseng thermal paste na ginamit mo? Is your PC above? Like, is it on top where it has ventilation? Right now, it's always, you know, I don't know. When did we stop putting PCs at the floor? Kasi,
Hey, mine's still on the floor.
yours is on the floor?
What the hell?
Oh my God. Wait.
As in literally on the floor or nakapatong?
No, his is on the floor.
Literally on the floor.
RIP.
All
But anyway,
over the floor.
most people don't do that anymore because you can say your PC ends up circulating all the dust inside the fans. Because the closer you are to the dust, you're just making it all into a big dust ball. So thermal paste, improve ventilation in the immediate area, place it on top of a desk, and yeah, kasi I don't think there's anything wrong with the PC
Is his
itself.
fan plug? Baka naman his fan, the CPU fan is defective or yung fan speed curve niya hindi nakaset ng matino.
Yeah.
Fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say na if hindi pa niya ginagalaw yung yung fan profile niya, baka nagde-default yun dun sa silent or like quiet na operation, which is parang maximum lang of 75%. May mga ganong motherboards eh. That's the first thing na I do eh. I manually set yung curves no fans. So he could check that.
Ayun,
This is before you try overclocking your RAM. Yeah. Alam ko na yung checklist ni Rocky the programmer. Yeah.
Oh, see, bros, aren't you happy you have a better mic now?
Itong mic na gamit ko, ladies and gentlemen, hand me down, nanggaling sa utol ko, si Rocky, kasi bumili siya ng bago. So usually, yung normal state of things, yung older, binibigay sa younger yung mga gamit, pero sa amin baliktad. Si Rocky kasi mahilig bumili.
Ay,
So I usually get his
Tama.
hand-me-downs, like this
yung
microphone.
Blue Yeti, yung ganda oh.
Di nakatiis eh.
We should
Madalas daw sa
start
YouTube,
selling
Oh.
this.
Lahat tayo naka-mic. Lahat tayo naka...
Oo nga.
I went for the Amazon's recommended budget microphone. So
Which one's that?
the Fifine 2600 if I'm not
Actually,
mistaken.
okay naman yung audio quality eh.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least on Discord, I don't know. It always sounds weird to stream when we finally listen to the stream.
All right, next question. Hello, Hardware Sugar. Boss Anton, tanong ko lang po, baka may suggest kayong right side door opening na PC case. Wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, this is actually I just put this question kasi sobrang wala akong maisip off the top of my head.
Right
Kasi usually left side yung TG side panel. Except yung ASUS Gundam, the Gundam case, I forget the model, but if you've been following our Facebook, we've posted a lot about it. Yun, kung pansinin mo, yung parehong sides may TG side panel. So kita mo rin yung right side nung case na yun. Although this one, he also wants one that kind of flips out. And I can't honestly think of any. Like,
Wait, when you say right side, like whose side?
I think sir hindi lang basta may TG dun sa right, pati yung mismo mounting point niya, like inverted. Like specific yun eh.
So parang si Rocky, diba? He put his CPU on the left side of his desk, so he can't see the insides of it. So what the guy wants is, see, you can't see the stuff.
Like baliktad
what the guy wants is nandyan yung panel.
Yeah, the orientation is flipped, you mean?
Yeah, so ang mangyayari dun yung motherboard nakabaligtad. Well, kung sanay tayo dun sa normal, like baligtad yung motherboard. Ay parang
I can't think of any. Do you guys know?
Yung marami dun yung yung Be Quiet, may ganun silang cases. Be Quiet, Silverstone.
That's something
meron sila.
Because I also want one like that. I want my CPU on the left side.
Because you're left-handed di ba? I mean, yan yung orientation mo
The right hand conspiracy continues.
Sorry. I was gonna make an off-color joke, pero di na pwede in these trying times. But Mo and Kier from YouTube says shout out Mo and Kier. DJ Sanchez, shout out. DJ Sanchez from YouTube says he never skips the ads on our YouTube videos. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you.
Very much appreciated. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so, well, Rocky the Programmer answered the question. Be quiet. Try the Be Quiet cases and Silverstone.
Saan ang Be Quiet cases natin? I don't think we've ever had a Be Quiet case.
We don't, but actually we have a supplier that we can get it from one of our close suppliers. To be honest, kasi the ones, I mean, they're good quality and they're Be Quiet, so it really muffles the noise. Pero hindi kasi ako fan ng aesthetic nila kaya we don't really stock them. But you can special order. We can do that naman.
Yeah, they're medyo outdated.
Yeah,
kasi
they're
diba yung parang square
type.
Sila iba. Sila yung TG nila parang lang cut out lang Hindi siya yung isang buong panel na.
Full na
Yung ganun pa rin.
They seem kind of blocky. Yeah, yung medyo yung aesthetic mga uso 3-4 years ago. Parang ganun. Yeah.
But I have an interesting question from Ravioli Dispenser. How bad is scalping in the Philippines? Scalping scalping tickets?
He's talking about GPUs.
I don't know. How bad is it ba? I haven't...
To answer that question, may recent na post dun sa Pwede Magtanong forum. Sabi niya, okay lang daw ba na bumili siya ng 3060 Ti na 50,000 pesos.
Wow.
So yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
That's bad.
It's bad.
3060
Para malinaw, that's not our price
Yeah.
Hindi yun
nakita niya lang sa I think Facebook Marketplace and it's just some random guy.
Wait, magkano yung 3060 Ti natin? About 35?
We do not have yet in stock.
But before it was around 30, right?
Yeah, it's 27 to 35
Okay, that's what I thought.
Price increase of the components.
From Neil. Okay. Neil Cuenca. Have two monitors with different refresh rates. Oh, so do I. 144 Hz primary via display. Via DisplayPort. 60 Hz secondary via HDMI. When I play any games that are more demanding of the system, it causes secondary monitor to artifact, flicker, and go black randomly. I've tried several remedies to no avail. Any idea on how to fix this? Well, I am running actually 165 Hz primary through DisplayPort and
your secondary?
No, but my secondary is DisplayPort also. Na 60 Hz.
Pero 60 Hz, diba? Yeah.
60 Hz. Actually, the reason as to why I used a DisplayPort for my secondary is because if I use HDMI, it goes down to 50 Hz. And hindi ko kaya. Like those extra 10. So that extra 10 talaga is super important. I thought na I broke something. But apparently, I needed to buy... So, I bought a DisplayPort. And yun, back to normal. In fact, Samsung also says talaga na if you want the full 60, dapat mag-DisplayPort ka. So, anyway.
That's a weird thing of Samsung.
Artifact... old monitor. Artifact flicker.
Yung na-research ko parang it stems from mixing yung DisplayPort and HDMI. Parang it's yung nakita kong may problem din nun. Na-solve niya by nilagay niya yung isa sa DisplayPort tapos yung isa nilagay niya sa DVI. So I think yung HDMI lang when it's pag mixed siya with DisplayPort.
Or he can try to DisplayPort. If his video card has two DisplayPorts. Yeah. Or the next one there would be to try a different HDMI port on the graphics card. Yeah. Baka defective lang yung port na yan.
Yeah, and first pala, make sure na updated yung drivers niya. Kasi recently, parang I think 2 years ago, may ganung problem yung Nvidia eh. Yan, tapos in-address nila with the driver update.
But it's strange, it's for demanding so it's gaming.
Yeah.
At the same time, how are you playing games with 2 monitors? So obviously one is the main one is the gaming one, and the other one naka Discord siya. Discord or OBS.
Or pwedeng naka parehong games.
I think
the same game with 2 different
single
frames? That's crazy.
I
single
think this guy was using OBS. So the
so you
second
can watch.
monitor was for OBS for streaming.
Medyo weird
And then
too.
he was playing
Medyo, can you imagine playing a racing game na your first monitor is 144 hertz and then your right side is 60 hertz?
Second monitor, bullet time.
Bullet time. So,
Mark Lewis Royola says, "Welcome back, Sir Marvin.
Welcome back, Marv.
Thank you.
And ITX Addict asks, you don't, actually this is for Rocky, Rafael, you don't get a headache switching back and forth looking at different refresh rates? Kasi nabanggit mo nga 166 Hz yung primary mo, ta 60 Hz yung secondary mo.
Because for my second monitor, I don't use it for gaming anymore. The only thing that I notice, which is irritating, is when I'm moving my mouse cursor, like it just feels so like baby smooth skin on my primary, and then when it goes to the right side, which is where the other monitor is, it's drunk a bit. It's a weird sensation, but you kind of get used to it, and that's the only drawback naman eh.
Yeah, even the animation, yung animation limbawa nung start. Kaya ako medyo I kinda regret getting a high refresh rate monitor kasi hindi ko
now
na
you
rin
see the
kaya
flaws
yung,
Now you see the flaws every time.
Yung 60 FPS, yung 60 Hz, hindi ko na talaga kaya. Like right now, I'm using the laptop. I kinda don't want to na.
I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, sobrang bagal niya. Pero hindi eh. Parang ang sobrang smooth lang kasi talaga nung 144 Hz and above.
Yeah, for real. Sorry to Marvin and Anton who don't have.
Okay. My primary monitor is 170. Okay, so actually, I was gonna say for context, some people.
Did you steal that? Did you steal that from the store or from ASUS? Is permanent ba yan?
From ASUS.
From
They
ASUS.
haven't asked for it back yet. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
But for context, ako usually like 70 Hz. Okay na yun eh. Beyond that, I mean, it's nicer to look at, but it's not like sobrang jarring na it scrapes against my eye or something. I guess I'm not that picky. Or mahina talaga mata ko eh. So baka kaya hindi ko nakukita yung nuances nung different refresh rates. But just I mean, the thing with monitors, it's kani-kanyang diba? Parang some people prefer this preference, some people prefer this setting. Ako, I prefer the colors pop more than the like, I need it like super fast, like lampas 144 or something. But kani-kanyang this question from the chat actually might be useful for Rafael. RRT Wicks asks, any recommendation for ergonomic chair plus price range?
Okay, all right, okay. So
bagay na bagay.
I have researched on office chairs for 7 years. Okay, that's 7 years of experience on chairs. All right. The thing is, mahirap. So anyway, I don't know where to start there. I've never really talked about it. Maybe I should make a video about it first. Well, let's start off with the chair that I'm using now. It's actually quite ergonomic. I really like it. The armrests go up and down. This chair is going 9 years mesh. So never buy leatherette or fake leather because it will really pulverize in 2 years. I used to buy PU leather chairs na yung parang executive chairs, and they were really comfortable. Like when your ass sits on it, man, it's like I remember that I would get out of bed in the morning, and that was my only incentive to put my ass in my chair, which is weird because I'm on my bed. But that's how great some of the cushions are for the executive chairs. But the problem with the executive chairs are, number one, the cushion breaks eventually. Like, it just becomes so flat. So it's never the same anymore. And second, it peels off. So I will never ever buy a PU leather chair. And I'm all for mesh. Mesh only. Mesh lasts forever, practically. So that's the first thing you should do. So I would recommend you ignore all other chairs that are not mesh. Okay, that's the most important. And then price ranges for a good chair would be, well, I've seen on the cheaper chairs, but I've never tried them. But I would suggest you work with a budget range of 12,000 pesos to 25,000 pesos. Now, if you want to go like super like money's not an option, medyo crazy, pero the Herman Miller Aeron chair, which is supposed to be like the king of the kings of chairs, is 80,000 pesos. And it might be a turnoff because walang headrest. Because Herman Miller believes that the best ergonomics, you shouldn't be using a headrest. However, if you are resourceful, you can get a Herman Miller Aeron chair for only 15,000 pesos. But it requires you to buy it off American Craigslist and then have it shipped here. So good luck na lang. But the thing is, if you can get a second-hand Herman Miller office chair, that's great. Because unfortunately, lots of businesses went out of business and they have all these office furniture which they don't know what to deal with. And that's what people do. They sell all these expensive office furniture for like maybe 1/4 the price. So if you can get a second-hand Herman Miller chair, go for it. There's a Korean store in BGC. Now, I saw them on Instagram and I messaged them. They didn't reply to me, so I won't market them. But if you do find them, their chair is 25,000 bucks. I was gonna.
You said naman parang maganda, di ba? Sabi mo.
Mukhang maganda, but since I didn't get since they didn't lend us a review unit, which I was gonna return in 7 days naman, right? I can't pronounce it, but it looked good. You guys should look for it. I can't remember the name of the store, but that one was 15 to 25,000. The mesh din almost looks exactly like this. I got this chair in Dimensions. They stopped selling it, and there's no brand on it, so I really can't. I don't know what else to say about the chair, but yun nga. Get a chair that lasts. And finally, sorry, we're just talking about chairs device. Never ever use the wheels that come with the office chair. Okay, I mean, if you care about your flooring, get the rollerblade casters. They call it casters. You can get one set from Shopee for 1,000 pesos. If you scroll back down, if you scroll to our YouTube video about my table, I have a link there to the casters. All right, enough about the table. But thank you for asking that. Does anyone else from the Puwede Magtanong panel want to ask a question about the chairs? No? Okay na?
Not for me.
I agree.
What he said.
Okay.
We have a question from Facebook. Hardware Sugar, pwede magtanong from RJ Kare.
Oy.
Sup, RJ Kare?
Shouldn't you be working? No, I'm just kidding.
Did you hear Anton's inadvertent premature announcement about a certain computer?
Yeah, were you around? Oh, parang hindi. Parang he just tuned in now eh.
Yeah, the graphics card. The graphics card you wanted. Parang it's set. We're selling it.
6800 XT. But let's message we can message after.
But RJ contributed that RJ bought a Herman Miller 12 years ago. And he ordered parts. With parts ordered from. Parang I remember this. He had a repair service here. Maybe CWC, I forget na. Anyway, but yeah, legit yan yung Aeron chair niya. I think he also got it discounted at the time. So that's it. There is a way to get the Herman Miller chairs discounted. And by the way, if anyone from a big company is watching, CWC, which is the official supplier of Herman Miller chairs, has a discount of 3. You get 1 free for every 3 chairs you order. So if you spend, I mean that's well, it's still 80,000 bucks. But if you're a law firm or a company that needs to,
or split it with friends.
Yeah, split it with friends. Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Anton, we're exactly 4 here. Oh, you can get. Give me the
80 times 3.
Swak the swak, huh?
Okay. how do you pronounce Ahik Ilaw?
Ilaw.
I'm using a H1110 M-H Intel 6th Gen with internal graphics with a 2-stick of 4 RGB RAM. I am planning to switch to an AMD Ryzen processor kaya lang di pa buo yung budget ko. So dahil gumagana pa naman yung current PC ko, balak ko sana bibili ako ng RAM and GPU. Kaya lang gusto ko sana yung RAM na bilhin ay yung magagamit ko na sa pinaplano kong bilhin na Ryzen PC. My question is, okay lang ba na bumili ako ng 2 sticks of 8GB RAM na 3 by... Ano yung 3? Ano yung 3X?
He's na 3,000 megahertz.
3,000 megahertz. Okay. Any 3,000. Kahit na that's this mobo, or what should I do? Kasi gusto ko din po mabilis yung performance ng PC ko while nag-prepare ako. Okay, so he essentially is asking if upgrading his RAM would help in speeding up his PC, and if a 3,000 RAM will work with his mobo. Let me look up his mobo, but you guys can go ahead and answer.
The mobo Rocky has 2400 max.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, continue, Marv. Take it over.
But I forgot na kung what happens if you put a higher speed RAM in a lower speed slot. It just clocks down, diba?
It clocks down.
It just goes up to the maximum na kaya ng mobo.
Yeah, so but at the same time, he's planning to buy a future PC. Yeah. So he's thinking that he can reuse the part.
Yeah.
But so actually, but is this DDR3 RAM or DDR4? I mean, it also matters if it's
4 kasi 3,000.
Sorry.
Yeah, kasi 3,000 megahertz, so DDR4.
No, but the H11M-H mobo, will it be compatible with DDR4?
Sorry about that.
I think it's a.
Let's see.
Yeah, let me see.
It's DDR4.
DDR4. Yeah, so yes, you can install it. You just won't be able to get the full speed throttle down to 400 megahertz. But you can use it later when you buy your next PC. Just make sure that you make use of you get a motherboard that actually makes use of 3200 or 3600 megahertz.
It's a smart move, no?
Kasi RAM is cheaper than buying a GPU or CPU or a motherboard, and you get to make use of it already.
Tsaka even incremental improvements in the speed. Actually, I wasn't a big believer before na yung 3,200 tapos mag-boost to 3.6. Pero based actually on the testing of Rocky the Programmer and the feedback of other customers, parang there's noticeable improvement. Parang on a practical level, parang ramdam mo yung bilis nung even just increasing it by around 400 megahertz or so. So definitely if you're capped at around 2.4 and then you jump up even up to 3,000 or 3.2, malaking bagay na yun. You'll feel it not just in terms of yung mga benchmarks but also on a practical level na, you know, when you're playing na, parang mas smooth talaga yung gaming experience. So, sounds good. Even if you can't fully appreciate the RAM, but when you upgrade your motherboard later on, magagamit mo naman yung extra speed.
Tsaka sa ibang games, yung sa yung test na ginawa natin, parang plus 40 FPS.
Valorant, di ba? If I remember correctly.
And that's basically free. Parang bumili ka ng bagong GPU. Plus 40 FPS.
Valorant and Mafia, di ba, Rock? Based on what I recall from the video.
Yeah, and yung Witcher lang yung hindi yung Witcher 3 lang yung hindi
Maano talaga yung Witcher, stubborn
Optimize na daw siya. Too greedy na daw pag RAM lang daw.
You won't get me with those cheap tricks, man. You gotta you gotta pony up. Yeah. We have a question from Steve from Facebook. Mas okay po ba na nakakap sa 60 FPS because my monitor is 60 Hz only? Pag hindi ko po siya kinakap, my FPS is around 140 to 200. I always watch your videos and it's really helpful. Thanks, Steve, for watching. Basically, yes. If you're running past 60 frames per second pero yung monitor mo max mo is 60 Hz, hindi mo makikita yun. So your PC is just needlessly, running sayang lang yung pinapatakbo mo ng mabilis, di mo naman nakikita yung lampas 60 frames per second. So you might increase na lang the texture details or something, gawin mong high, gawin mong very high or whatever. Ultra. Kasi yun, you're right, nasasayang lang yung faster rate or faster refresh rate kasi literally hindi kaya ma-display ng monitor mo. So
and that's how you get yung screen tearing. Kaya mo kailangan ng V-Sync kasi you
kinahabol ng monitor.
Yeah.
Yung
parang hindi sila sync ng GPU and yung monitor. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Next question. Hi po, gusto ko lang ask if meron ka po pwede maging next video about po sa umaamoy na PC. Amoy sunog.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Nangyari po sa akin ay nag-render ako ng 4K reso na vid sa Premiere. Then around 80% umaamoy yung GPU ko. Brand new and wala pa pong months yung GPU ko. Bakit GPU? Hope meron po kayong idea about sa nangyari sa mga possible costs. Wait, when you render videos ba, you use the GPU?
Yeah.
I use ba? I thought it was usually the CPU.
Parang both get used.
If tinurn on niya yung 3D acceleration, GPU yung gagamitin pang render.
Okay. So your request about if we can make a video about video cards burning up.
Smoking.
Medyo, hirap medyo importante yung mga video cards ngayon. It's hard to destroy one when it's hard to get new ones so easily.
Yeah.
Pero have you guys ever come across that? Actually, ako, nangyari na once pero hindi GPU, PSU. As in literally biglang umusok. That was still back when I used to live with you guys pa. I was like, what the hell? And then I was playing a zombie game. Tapos biglang may naamoy akong usok. I'm like, pucha, akala ko, immersive nito And then when I look at my tower, umuusok na pala siya. So, it really, I shut it down right away, then swap out PSU. So I don't have experience with the GPU, but basically, if you smell something burning, regardless of the component, that's a really bad sign. I would unplug everything kaagad and then try to swap out mo na talaga yung part if you can isolate the part where the burning was kasi
how does he know it was the GPU that's smelling?
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of is maybe he actually did take out the parts and then he smelled them individually.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing. Because there's no way for you to. Because if you stick your nose inside that PC, you can't tell which is which. That you're smelling.
May physical smoke.
GPU yun
Even if there's smoke Kasi the GPU is sucking air in and then it will exhaust air out diba?
So you're not sure that it's the source of the smoke.
Yeah, it's just passing through the smoke possibly.
Well, anyway,
most likely PSU yan or nag-fail na yung VRM. I think yun it's either PSU or yung VRM nung motherboard niya yung nag-fail. I don't think
what's VRM?
GPU kasi yung parang yung regulator mismo nung motherboard. Yeah. I think yun.
Well,
kasi may mga safety yung may mga safety yung GPUs Unless siguro may nirarun siyang overclock doon na as in grabe.
Overclock.
Yeah.
No, impossible.
The graphics turn off yun
Yeah, the PC would turn off or the game would crash. It wouldn't allow it to continue. And then yung mga graphics cards that fail due to overheating or overwork, they just die. But they don't die in flames They don't go up in flames Diba?
Yeah, yung 5700 XT ko dati, in-stress test ko yun Umabot ako ng 102 degrees.
Oh! Wait,
yeah, and sustained
degrees?
yun.
Oh.
Sustained yun. Tapos yun yung advertised na maximum niya parang 105 I managed to get it to 102 degrees. Hindi naman siya umamoy or whatever.
Wait,
I don't think it's the GPU.
You know what this reminds me of? Diba si Gamers Nexus was talking about the NZXT cases, the smaller ones. And then yun may sunog. what was that related to? What was igniting
Riser?
there?
The riser. diba?
Parang riser cable. Yeah.
Oh, so it was a cable that caught fire.
I think it would make a short. Tama ba, Marv?
Yeah, because of the screw or something.
Yeah, it would
yeah, screw.
Yeah. And then like it was a second fix. There was an initial report months ago na flame or fire hazard nga to. Tapos parang inayos pero...
No, I remember. They said that NZXT said na it was the screw that they needed to replace. So they thought they could get away with it by just replacing the screw. And then there was a follow-up video by Gamer Nexus na hindi nga yung screw! And then, so anyway, in the end, so it was a recall. And then NZXT was nice enough to even give credit. Thank you to Gamers Nexus for pointing out that... Ayan. So, yeah, so, ano yan? And to summarize the panel, it's possible that it's not your graphics card that is burning up. But, in the unlikely chance that really is your graphics card, you should swap it out and try a different graphics card to see if that graphic card would also burn up. Because if you're going through graphics cards, that means there's something else wrong there. Must be the mobo, or most probably the power supply unit. Especially if your power supply unit is not branded. What's the term again?
Generic.
If your power supply is generic, that means it's not protecting your other parts. But our bet is on the power supply unit. Or cabling. Pwede. Like, what if like one of the cables...
dusty yung fans.
Wait, that would create dusty fans.
Yung parang baka may static na yung nag-cause nung...
And then
It ignited something.
Rocky,
Yeah.
the programmer mentioned, VR.
Yeah. So check, i-troubleshoot niya isa-isa, yung PSU and then motherboard. Tsaka also, hindi biro kasi talaga na mag-render ng 4K eh. Talagang iba siya. It's a beast. Talaga, it's a beast of a task for GPUs talaga. So, kung hindi rin ganun kalakas yung GPU mo, don't try it na.
But it's surprising
You interviewed someone na who fixes PCs hardware level.
Yeah,
But you
Anton.
had a guest. You had a guest like that. I seem to remember.
Yeah.
The last in the industry was with Fixie, with Anton Gloria.
PC, diba? He fixes
Yes.
hardware parts.
Although yung graphics card parang they're still getting up to speed kasi it's really like the board, kumbaga board na yun so you need to remove the cooling and then really check the board kung ano yung problema and then how to fix it. So they're still kind of learning the ropes for that part.
But at least
Donate
they
niya
can
rin
check, diba?
para
They can at least
makaparapit
check
sila.
the other parts. They
Yes,
find out
yeah.
if it's the GPU. Kasi rather than him messing around and finding other GPUs and parts to swap around, diba? Baka the guy that you interviewed has tools that make those sacrifices unnecessary.
Yeah, that's true. They could bring it into fixie.ph or actually service na I like recommending for repair or maintenance. Kasi sa Hardware Sugar, we don't really do that. Only for our customers. So, if you buy a PC from us and it breaks down, of course, we'll repair it. We'll see what's wrong with it. Pero marami kasi nagtatanong sa amin if we also do maintenance on PCs not from us. And we don't. Una kasi, we don't have the manpower. We're a small shop. Pangalawa, it's difficult kasi we're not sure saan galing tong parts na to eh. At least kung galing sa amin, we're sure na legit talaga yung supplier. Maganda, they were stored properly, hindi sila binabato lang kung, so we're secure about that. So we don't take outside repairs and stuff. But I usually recommend when people ask fixie.ph or GS Tech Solutions. You can also find him online. Both of those guys know their stuff. And I would, if I needed a repair na hindi kaya ng mga guys namin sa shop and on my own, I would trust them with my hardware. Fixie.ph or GS Tech Solutions.
There.
All right. Our next question. Wait, this is... yeah. Hello po. Ask ko lang if maganda itong GPU in general. Colorful. iGame GeForce RTX 3070. 8 gigabytes. Ultra OC-V video, Ryzen 5 5600X, and a B550 motherboard. Answered by Rocky the Programmer. Yes, that's one of the best actually. I have a 3060 Ti variant and I managed 300 MHz core clock plus 1020 VRAM overclock for it.
Wow. Yeah, and ano nga siya eh, ang nakakatuwa nga kasi I think that's the cheapest na 3060 Ti natin ever. And it's one of the best kasi tinignan ko yung BIOS niya, yung yun na lang, yung 3070 na lang. Yung dito, yung target na power limit niya is 240 watts. Tapos yung limit niya is 260 watts. Yun yung sa core clocks nung GPU mismo. Yung average and yung parang mga mid-range lang, 220 lang. Ayun. So siya 240 and 260. Yeah. And that tells you na ibig sabihin ni-rate nila yun ng ganun kasi una, they tested it. And confident sila dun sa quality ng VRMs nung GPU nila. That's why it's super good.
Won't crap out when you're at that speed and that temp.
Yeah, and it's so good nga na I think and then I don't think like I know na ako yung number 2 sa world best dun sa Time Spy.
Wow.
Yeah, dun sa sa 3060 Ti and then 3600 XT na combination. Ako yung number 2. Makikita niyo yung name ko dun, Barney Snuggles.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. And I mean, dun yun sa sa colorful talaga yun kasi okay talaga sila.
We actually only started carrying that brand nga for those guys kasi we were a bit desperate about GPUs. But so far nga, they've been a good brand. Wala pang nagreklamo na, I bought this card and 1 month later, biglang di na gumagana. So they're...
I forget, is it really colorful? It has RGB lighting on it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure na why it's called
siya
colorful.
yung may blue and pink na shroud na GPU cooler. Very siya, vaporwave aesthetic.
Wala, I didn't get to see it kasi nabenta lahat Medyo it wasn't even around for more than 10 days I think those colorful GPUs.
Maganda. They have a white one that has a purple diagonal line and hey, maganda siyang tingnan
Maganda siya. We should all get that, but we need to get a case first that opens up sa left side. Wait, left side, right side?
Right side.
Right side.
Inverted, no? Grabe.
Like that.
Yeah.
Kita na ni Rocky yung internals ng CPU niya.
Okay. It's okay. I can live with it. So it can get distracting also, the RGB. Parang you're just like staring into the abyss talaga. Like,
that's the point.
Bro. Yeah, that's the point nga. Now, what kind of colors can I match today? So I'm thinking rainbow today. Or am I gonna... But actually, you can see the insides. Oh wait, let me see. How do I point it? There, you can see in the glass. Like reflection.
The reflection.
Yeah.
So that's one way to fix it.
Yeah, you get a mirror. You get a mirror. You place it in front of your. You see. You can see my. That's my RGB SSD from Team Group Taiwan.
Yeah.
Thanks Team Group. Oh, Team Group sending us stuff over for us to review again. It's
Thanks,
true.
Team Group.
ITX Addict. He's right that T-Force is the shit. All right, next question.
Actually, we have a question from YouTube from Francis Barakel. Actually, paulit-ulit niyang tinatanong, so I guess we can... I wanted to upgrade my laptop RAM, pero when I check my RAM slots in Task Manager, it shows 2 out of 4 slots. But when I physically opened the laptop, I only saw 1 slot. Where is the second slot?
What's your laptop?
There, yeah.
Kasi iba-iba talaga yung layout
ITX Addict also asked actually, what's your laptop? And to be honest, I'm not very familiar with laptops. So whenever somebody has a laptop question, I'm like, I don't really know. I haven't really opened my laptop. But if you want us to explore further, we need to know like your model.
Yeah. The manual should generally have that. And if you don't have the manual, we're going to...
Okay, our host just left, so we can't move on to the next question.
Low bat kasi yung headset ko. I have to get the power back.
Hirap ng wireless
Hirap nga.
Although that wouldn't happen with the
Charging battery.
Di naman sa nagpa-plug, but I tried out the ROG Go 2.4. That battery life of that thing's amazing.
Oh, how long does it
Grabe,
last?
like days and days, and I was using it for gaming and whatever, streaming. Grabe. It was really like, usually kasi yung nga, kinakabahan ako sa wireless kasi I don't wanna be in that situation you're in the middle of a game and then suddenly mamamatay yung wireless. But then, I didn't have that feeling with the Go 2.4 kasi yung battery life talaga niya grabe. Sobrang, it was like days and days. Not like your, S21 17 hours?
Wait, my cell phone?
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah,
actually, I complained
About
that
the
it was
battery.
only lasting 6 hours. However, I changed
6 hours.
However, I changed my mind na. Actually, kasi apparently Samsung the Samsung OS actually learns the best way to conserve your battery based
for
on
you.
user. Yeah, based
Yeah,
on the
your-
individual user. So if you watch
So now-
it's like 12 to 15 hours easy one day, no problem. So I am correcting myself, but it's also because at the time I was correct. In fact, I have proof nga na it was really like going at 6 hours lang naman. Actually, I point this
Mr.
out
Who's
kasi
the boss wouldn't have made
oh
that.
nga eh. No. Well, Mr. Who's the boss kasi he had his review unit for like, I don't know, 2 weeks na at the time.
Yeah.
I had it for like 8 days. I had it 8 days, and then after that, I was like, I want to make a video muna. Ayun. And then, by the way, that's why I'm making it fair. My follow-up video, 30 days later. Yeah, diba?
Francis replied, this laptop is an ASUS K566UR. Now we're all going to Google that.
It's a Middle Eastern,
Oh my
eh.
gosh.
Mark, ikaw
yung
na.
lumalabas eh.
K566UR.
I actually...
Just-
yeah, it's Amazon.ae. Is the,
Usually when that happens, it's actually a model which is already sold globally, but there is just one specific
K566.
slight difference in this model.
and so they distinguish it by,
They distinguish it. So this one's only sold there, but there really is a parang mother model which is sold globally naman. So but yeah.
So I'm looking for the 566 na. I took out the UR, so I'm assuming that's the region identifier.
Yeah, that's the term. Region identifier.
Wait, I just made that up. I didn't.
Well, to say it makes sense.
Well, in its specs, it only says 8 GB RAM. So baka it just really has one slot. I don't know. It looks like hindi siya performance laptop eh.
It's a lifestyle laptop.
Yeah, hindi pang ganun. Oh. But to be honest with you, I'm very not familiar with laptops. I don't know if they really make them with just one slot, to be honest. Although sabi nga niya dun sa Windows na nakalagay 2. So, don't know.
Sorry.
Our Google Foo is failing us. I cannot find a website that lists the K566.
Pero yung nabanggit ko dati, si GS Tech Solutions, he's actually very knowledgeable about laptops. You might want to hit him up on his Facebook. Yeah, I don't know if he answers tech questions, but baka you want him to do the upgrade or something. Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know how they do laptop motherboards if it's always at least 2 DIMM slots like it is with desktops. Kahit sa ITX, usually, definitely may at least 2 DIMM slots yun. I do not know sa laptop.
To answer the question of Christopher John, hello. My question is my monitor is turning off while playing Warzone, but my PC is on and my monitor is off. My specs are Ryzen 5 3600, Aeros B450M, and RTX 3060. I had this problem maybe a couple of weeks ago. Kasi ano yan, Warzone really releases these crazy updates na sobrang laki. So the combination of Nvidia's drivers and the updates in Warzone, they're kind of buggy. So I don't think I really blame your monitor. I think it's the drivers are bad. In fact nga, si Anton actually recommended to me not to update the Nvidia drivers at this time. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's a hardware problem what you're experiencing, especially if it's only happening sa Warzone. Kasi yung nightmare situation there is na it's a hardware problem. Kung hardware yan, you're screwed. If it's a software problem, you just need to wait it out. Wait for Call of Duty to fix itself or for Nvidia to fix itself.
Gentleman Parrot actually was able to answer Francis's question. He was able to find,
Keyboard.
and I quote, the motherboard supports only one RAM chip slot, while the other 4 gigabytes of RAM is integrated into the motherboard. So there you go. Mukhang, thank you, Gentleman Parrot, for not only answering on our forum, the Pwede Magtanong forum, but also in the YouTube chat. Apparently, yun, isang DIMM slot lang talaga tong motherboard nitong K66UR or something. With the other 4 gigabytes, totoo nga naman, the Windows is detecting 2, but basically, the only one that you have access to is the one DIMM slot.
So he can only upgrade it by adding one more. He can't change both, no? The
Yeah.
other one is stuck into the motherboard. The other one.
So you gotta that one slot, you take out the existing and plug in another RAM na higher capacity, faster.
All right, next question. From John Ochia. Oh, from Top Fan.
Top fan.
Sorta tech question. My brother and I just replaced the battery of one of our UPSs. That's right, my battery. APC 1100. I'm just curious, how many times can we do this? Do you guys have any experience on using the same UPS unit over the years, like 4 years? Personally, I'm only using an AVR, and when I did buy a UPS recently, it sucked kasi hindi niya kaya yung 2080 Ti ko.
I remember.
So I gave it to my parents. And I got their 10-year-old AVR. So I really can't answer. But I mean, who's been using a UPS here? Marv?
For me, I can't answer for residential use of UPS. Pero I know for a fact that in companies, they do reuse the APC, the UPS. And I've known that I've been around for 2 battery changes over 7 years. So I guess that UPS worked for at least 7 years. Or it could be longer because I wasn't there naman when it was first installed. Pero so minimum 7 years life cycle of the. But this is enterprise level UPS. I'm not sure if.
What does an enterprise UPS look like? Like, mas malaki?
Very,
It's like a big box?
big.
Parang ref.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has its own room.
Okay. I could see why they would want to extend the life of something so big and so expensive.
The
Yeah, and you
batteries
have
by
to
themselves are so
recalibrate it
expensive.
every year.
So it's reusable talaga. Even the residential, Rocky. Okay, got it.
So they replaced the battery. So, ikaw, Anton, I know you don't have a UPS either.
I do not. Actually, so I put this question because I wanted to learn from your experience, everybody else's experience, and if anybody in the chat has had experience.
Rocky the programmer, ikaw, may UPS ka?
Yeah, yung UPS ko parang enterprise din siya eh. Pero basically ganun din eh. Ni-recalibrate siya every 6 months or 1 year. Tapos yung last namin na battery, parang 5 years, pinalitan na siya. Pero like kasi it's a high performance server eh, na laging naka-on yun. Tapos yun.
Okay, so it's reusable. The UPS itself is really reusable.
Yeah.
You can sometimes change the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Reuse it. Alright. Next is, hello, ask ko lang if kaya ba maayos yung burned RAM slot. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, like, if RJ was here, he would say, ano yan?
Yeah, take the L.
No, I was gonna say, ano yan? Baka kaya ng pencil eraser? Or wait, is that pencil
but
eraser?
it's burned.
Burned eh.
Yeah.
And then that's only for if you want to clean the actual RAM, no? Diba si RJ would say, clean the RAM, not the motherboard.
Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi if nag-burn yung RAM slot, hindi lang naman yung RAM slot yung nag-burn for
It's
sure.
inside.
Yeah, the whole thing is ruined na.
Yung mga connections na embedded inside the silicon na, no? Yeah.
Yeah, yung chipset siguro busted na rin.
I wonder how he was able to burn a RAM slot. baka poor power supply unit
Nag-overclock.
din.
Yeah.
Nag-overclock. Well.
Rendering 4K. Rendering 4K.
4K.
It's the same guy, no? Parang iba-ibang stages lang pala yung tanong ano. GPU, and then
Step-by-step
ano.
Eh, we took so long kasi to so that he tried to fix it himself. So
Sorry.
Sunog na lahat, yo. Palitan mo na yan.
I guess, is it possible for the RAM stick to survive if you've burned the motherboard RAM slot?
Malabo na rin kasi if it burned, that means ano na siya eh. Like nag-bridge na yung voltage dun.
Voltage.
Yeah.
All right. So essentially, he has now a burned, partially destroyed mobo.
Yeah.
And he now has a broken RAM. So I would suggest, and also kasi if you think about it, parang since you already have a partially destroyed motherboard, do you really want to risk your other parts by continuing on, no?
Yeah.
Kasi the motherboard connects all the other parts to it. Parang if you want to guarantee the safety of the rest of your stuff, like whatever kind of graphics card you have or CPU, it's in your best interest to get a new mobo. Yeah, I mean, this one might last a little bit longer. Hell, you might actually be able to sell it on FB Marketplace for secondhand. Of course, you have to say there na the RAM slot's not working. Because I think, the miners, bro, they don't need the RAM slot, diba? They just use the GPU. Wait, no. Oh, but they don't need.
But they do.
You need
the RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need at least like one RAM to turn it on, diba?
Yeah.
Pwede niyang siguro like medyo no, pero pwede niyang ibenta dun sa yung ng e-waste kasi they melt that for the gold.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
may makukuha pa rin siya dun na
that's like that's like 50 pesos or something.
This question
Yeah.
illustrates the difference between I'm just saying difference. I'm not saying if it's a superior or bad difference between PCs and Macs. Because you look at Gentleman Parrot's comment. So that happened to him daw. Slot 1 bird. So they need to replace the motherboard. Pero it was not fiscally responsible to do so. Versus tayo, it's pretty cheap to get a replacement motherboard for PCs.
Yeah.
Wait. He was reporting that he had a Mac, that the RAM slot broke in a Mac?
MacBook
and
Pro.
then
Holy shit. Wala na
Apple
yan.
told him, we need to change the motherboard or logic board as they call it. And then I guess the price is equal to the...
Oh, no. Definitely.
one.
Apple will charge you. Yeah, crazy stuff. Diba Linus has a video nga about him fighting Apple?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he has one.
Yeah.
I thought Anthony would get fired. I'm glad they didn't fire Anthony over that thingy.
Was he the one who dropped it? Wasn't it? Kaya parang na-knock over yung monitor kasi naka-embed na yung computer with the monitor.
Yeah.
Siya pa yung Siya yung
But if I remember right in that, but if I remember right in that video, they were intentionally disassembling it. They were asking for trouble at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean like they were unscrewing stuff. It was for a review. They were going to review what's inside the MacBook. So I mean,
That was the position of Apple, yes. That they were asking.
Ricky Yap from YouTube asks, and actually Rocky the programmer might be able to answer, worth it na ba gumamit ng Ubuntu Linux as a substitute for Win 10? Mostly for low-end PC or laptop. It hassle ba yung Ubuntu, and do you guys have any experience? I'm just gonna jump in. I tried Ubuntu very briefly, like maybe 10 years ago, but to be honest, I never really got into it kasi ibang-iba, like may command line. And I come from DOS, right? I'm okay with command line, pero iba rin kasi yung syntax. But I know Rocky the programmer likes Ubuntu a lot.
Yeah. Replacement siya pwede siya maging replacement ng Windows 10, pero you kinda have to let go of yung comforts ng Windows 10 in terms of yung UI. You would really have to kahit siguro learn kahit yung ibang basic lang na commands. Kasi although may mga distribution yung Linux na as in halimbawa like very desktop siya, ganun pa rin yung itsura niya, tapos parang Windows 10 din yung operation niya. At its heart, it's still Linux eh. So, hindi talaga maaalis yung, yun nga, yung pag-command. Ang pangit lang sa Linux, may mga commands na pag may na-miss kang isang space, buburahin mo yung firmware ng motherboard mo instead of
Wow.
mag-update ka lang. So, mag-update ka
Holy
lang ng... Hindi ko na itatype.
Delikado. Sige.
Yeah, mag-update ka lang or may tatanggalin kang driver. Yung isang command doon, pag may space, ang tatanggalin niya yung firmware ng motherboard mo. So, as in, wala na yun. So, you really have to... Pero ano siya eh. Ano siya, sobrang ganda niyang experience. Especially para sa akin kasi coding talaga eh. Yung
Super
environment niya.
customizable, di ba?
Yes, kung power user ka, sobrang ine-expose niya sa iyo yung lahat ng controls. So, yun din yung bad sa kanya. Ine-expose niya sa iyo lahat ng controls. So, if you don't know what you're doing, yun, research mo muna.
The guide rails are off. Kaya pwede mong i-break yung mobo mo just with a command.
Yeah, kasi sa Windows, kahit admin ka, mayroon pa ring security layer na mas mataas sa iyo eh. Sa Linux, pwede mo i-revoke yun na pwedeng ikaw yung pinakamataas. So, ayun. Yeah, but going back, maganda siyang replacement. Basta wag mong i-expect na pareho sila ng operation ng Windows 10. Plus it's faster, tapos hindi niya kino-collect yung information mo, hindi siya wala surprise updates, walang ads dun sa start menu kahit sinabi mong ayaw mo ng ads. Ayun.
Clean.
Yeah.
Lioj Durante, boss, DL ako ng OS. What's the DL?
Download.
Jesus. Nag-download ako ng OS sa torrent. Ay, puta. Then in-install ko sa SSD ko. Kaso, after ma-install, nag-hang. Then, show yung PC ran into a problem. Chinek ko naman SSD. Okay naman yung bagong bili. Posible kaya na DL ko na OS yun. I downloaded torrent, installed it on SSD. Kaso, why would you download from torrent when you can just get free on Microsoft?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess this is from a time when people are just so used to getting their Windows through other ways that they didn't know that the actual manufacturer, Microsoft itself, is just giving it away for free already. So everyone, you don't need to do this anymore. Okay, it's legit na. You can get a complete copy for free. You just get that watermark nga, and you can't change your wallpaper settings.
Actually,
so much.
you can change your wallpaper. Nasa ibang menu lang siya. Wala siya sa right click.
They make it inconvenient.
Yeah.
No, sorry. What you can't change is your theme, Rocky the Programmer. Diba? Theme. Not the wall. The wallpaper, you can change the wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's the theme.
Yeah.
Which, maybe you want to have the Windows icon below, transparent, yung mga ganun. Cosmetic yan eh. No one cares about that in the end.
Yeah.
If you're gonna download an OS a torrent, you won't care about that. But I like it naman also. They make it transparent.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, what the first thing that comes to my mind is, you sure you didn't download a virus?
Or hindi kompleto yung parang the pirated version that he got is not compatible or it's not built well.
Or it's outdated. You never know what he got. You don't even know what OS he got.
We're assuming it's Windows 10, no? Yeah.
Oh, you're all assuming it's Windows 10. But even that, I'm sure I don't know. I don't know what would happen if... Because, I think about it, Windows 10 isn't meant to be... Well, actually, it could be. Kasi diba you can download Windows 10 and place it on a USB stick. And then that's what maybe it was uploaded on a torrent. So...
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like copying the file folders of an installed game. You think that you've copied the game, but technically you've just copied.
Yeah, you haven't done it. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Nag-hang. Then
Yeah.
show yung PC ran into a problem. Well, kaso after mines. And also, can you actually how do you I have never installed Windows through this manner. It's either the PC does not have after my install naghang. Kasi the way the question is, parang he was on Windows and then he tried to install Windows while he was on Windows, which is not possible
No,
unless you
na-
Baka fresh install.
Yeah, fresh install tapos when he's about to use it na, naghahang na.
kaso after my install naghang.
Yeah. So when he's about to use it na.
Okay, so nag-complete na yung
Naghang.
bar and then he didn't
Yeah.
get to go to desktop. I assume.
Yeah, maybe. Or pwede rin na he got to the desktop tapos yun nga, it's unstable.
Well, the solution is easy. You delete all that shit, and
Yeah.
then you get the free copy from Windows, and then you're set. I think that's the reformat naman yun, diba? Fresh install, and then you get a accurate and safe copy. So that's your solution. Don't even worry. Don't even troubleshoot this anymore. Consider it all like a lost cause. Just start new for free. Yeah, start new for free. Okay, next question. Hi, I have a PC running on i3 9th gen processor with GTX 1650 and a UPS. Every time I play games like Apex and Valorant, I can hear the inside of my UPS clicking, and then my monitor is flickering along with the sound of my UPS. I'm only connecting my Envision 24-inch monitor and my PC to UPS. How do I fix the clicking and flickering? Gentleman Parrot, thank you for helping reply. Depending on some factors like your UPS age, if it's already worn out, the current electrical condition in your area, possible fluctuation, something else, it might mean something up inside your UPS relay clicking, I think. I suggest like what Sir John Ochia, top fan, had said, refrain from using it for a while and plug your setup directly to an outlet or a power strip in the meantime. If you can have the UPS check much better. My recommendation in concurrence with Gentleman Parrot is most UPSs have a alarm system. If I don't know if your alarm system is working or if baka yung UPS niyo doesn't have an alarm. Because when I had my UPS, I just bought one recently, which yun nga, I thought it'd be fine. When I booted up PC, it's working fine. But then when I started playing Call of Duty, nag-alarm yung UPS ko like parang like a siren alarm. And then so I was like, okay, shit, di pala kaya ng UPS yung Call of Duty ko. So I had to, so useless UPS.
So you had to uninstall Call of Duty?
No, I didn't uninstall the Call of Duty. I uninstalled the UPS. I switched to an AVR, which is weird kasi ang lakas ng voltage ng UPS niyan. So I don't know. But anyway, the point is that when the UPS is having difficulty working, it will tell you it's having a hard time. And here, just in this example, it only happens when playing games. So that means talagang something's happened. I don't think, obviously, this clickering and flickering is not normal. So I assume that the problem is the UPS. Just like how I noticed na actually, in fairness to the UPS, the game was working fine and there was no flickering. But yun nga, nag-alarm siya. So I don't know kung sasabog yung UPS ko. So I was like, I won't risk it. So I got rid of it. So ako my opinion here is, why don't you just buy a new UPS na lang? I mean, yun nga, we just saw so many questions about nasunog na yung RAM slot, nasunog yung GPU ko.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I'd rather spend on a new UPS to protect my entire PC than guessing if this is gonna be fine. And also, kasi your monitor is also plugged into that UPS. You might lose your PC, your monitor, what else, diba? I mean, that's not worth the risk. That's my 2 cents, guys.
Yeah, pero like before you buy a new UPS, yung clicking kasi na yun, that's a feature eh. That's a switch na basta yun yung sound na ginagawa ng UPS kapag it tries to regulate yung magandang flow nung voltage. So before getting rid of the UPS, try niya muna na ikabit sa ibang outlet.
Mm.
Yeah. Or pwede sana kung like try na sa ibang bahay completely. Kasi like try niya lang talaga kasi minsan ganun eh. Tama si Gentleman Parrot na it's possible na fluctuations yun and like baka dirty yung signal ng bahay nila talaga. I mean yung
Power.
Yung power. So yun. Pero yeah, kung nagganon pa rin yung problem niya, wag niyo nang i-try. Like wag niyo nang paabutin dun sa PC niya mismo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, next. Pwede magtanong, Paul Baltazar, please do more. I really like this podcast-ish stream while I'm working. Sobrang ang dami ko natutunan and it's very entertaining. Walang dead air. You guys are like local LTT. Linus Tech Tips. Kudos to Hardware Sugar. Thank you so much, Paul.
High praise.
I just tossed that in there as a pat on the back kind of thing. Good job, team. To be honest, I've never actually watched yung live streams ni Line, yung one show. I've only seen the excerpt. So wala ba talagang dead air? Although I guess sanay na sila, no? Parang yung banter. And
well, speaking of dead air, are you drinking? Why are you red?
Red.
No, yung purple nung overlay siguro.
I think it's the light on top.
Okay.
Blue yung light. Blue.
Let Anton answer.
No, I have not
Got
been
you, sir.
I have not been drinking. I think even like sino mo tong yung the white of my
Oo nga
naman. So that's why walang dead air. We're so loose when we get on air kasi nakainom na tayo beforehand. Pero I think it's no, sorry, you know what it is? It's my wallpaper. Tirma to guys, tirma to. I bought
Wallpaper Engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tirma to. What
Yeah,
movie
we
is
have.
Oh, that's Tatooine, dude.
It's animated then, no?
Yeah, the sun is animated and then the clock's
it's so
also animated.
amazing.
Uy!
Yeah.
Is that free?
Did you get that from
No,
Steam?
parang 140 pesos.
It's on Steam. It's like 140, and then like I have 3 monitors, so like I have another one. Wait, let me get rid of all the stuff. Like, so here's my like at na like in a nature scene.
Is that a movie? Is that a video also? Is it walking?
Yeah, it's 3D.
Yung animated, yeah. And then the other one is just like forest lakes.
Oh damn, dog! I'd like some of that.
Yeah, so the red is from the ang lakas kasi nung ASUS monitor eh. The red's really pop eh.
Yeah.
So, reflects camera. Sorry.
Also, wow, three screens, Grabe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a video about that. The most productive upgrade you can do is to get yourself a dual or even triple monitor. I can't go back anymore. I can't go back to dual monitor. Sobrang useful nung triple monitor setup. Yeah, but my face nga I look like an Oompa-Loompa, no? I'm just looking at it now. But anyway, small price to pay for Tatooine in the as a wallpaper. Yun.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's very interactive. Yung sa akin yung Lord of the Rings yung One Ring. Tapos kapag hinover mo yung mouse mo, lalabas yung Elven script.
Yung
Dude, yeah.
Actually, I do also want to make a video na like the best Windows desktop software. Kasi may Windows blinds. Ito may what's this again, Rocky the Programmer? Sorry, I
Wallpaper Engine.
Wallpaper Engine. Rainmeter, yes, which I think is the most technical na yung daming stats, diba, that you can have on screen. So that's another video idea for another day. Anyway, yeah.
Next one is not a question either. Ikaw ba yung nagsasalita sa vlog mo?
Sino yan?
What? You're the one who sent me this. Kunwari ka pa.
No, man. Wait, let me pull up the file.
Lodi. Sige po, salamat. Straight from kasi...
no.
It's from Saudi.
That was like a thank you, yo. I didn't mean... Because he wanted a shout out, so I needed to get his name. But I didn't mean for you to read out yung ikaw po ba yung nagsasalita sa vlog niyo. So Christopher Sonyo, shout out.
Shout out, Lodi.
Ano yung sabihin itong kiss?
No, that's Kingdom of Saudi
It's a place.
Arabia. It's,
Nariya?
Nariya is on the eastern side of the
No.
peninsula.
Galing talaga ni Marvin
si
talaga.
Marvin, eh?
Oo.
Mr.
What?
Worldwide.
References.
Why did they abbreviate it to KSA? Or it's just like ADMO, parang
Kingdom of
gano'n?
Saudi Arabia.
But,
Kingdom of Saudi
but,
Arabia.
no, but it's not like a censorship thing. Like,
No, it's
it's just really an
USA.
acronym.
It's like
just
USA, dude.
Pakul.
Thank you for watching us all the way from KSA, Nariya. When we do have a customer, Mr. Alan Guerra, who we've posted about before, also from Saudi, but his family is here, and he bought his son's twin PCs, and actually he wants to buy his daughter another PC, but we're still waiting for the proper parts. So parang madami na yung Saudi fans.
Baka surprise yung PC na yan.
But I don't think the daughter's watching, so...
well, okay.
If you're watching, joke lang. Ibang ano.
Ibang Alan Guerra
Ibang
from
Alan Guerra.
Saudi.
Marami namang gera.
Wag assuming. Hindi ikaw.
Hindi ko yan. Hindi para sa'yo yan.
Madaming na Alan na may kambal na may bagong PC na may daughter din. Hindi lang ikaw yan.
Who works also in Saudi. Yeah. That was actually the last slide we had for today, and do you guys wanna take any other questions from the chat? Na-distract ako sa red color, yeah.
Like parang disclaimer lang for yung sa Wallpaper Engine. Upon first install, medyo sobrang daming anime.
Medyo overwhelming,
Yeah. So
that's why I had to make
lang.
sure na hindi yun yung nalagay ko before showing it on the stream.
Yeah. So like anime of questionable morality.
Personally, if that's your thing, I don't know. You can have that. You can have that wallpaper.
So yun lang, warning lang. So like para lang ready.
But wait, does it drain your Doesn't it does it tax your CPU power in any way?
Yeah, it does.
That's the thing. So, yun nga.
It does, pero, I mean, like for gaming, I just pause it, and then for other things, like yung multitasking with Word and Excel, surfing, wala namang walang, I mean, it's not so bad that you can feel a negative hit, and my PC's old, right? So, it's not, pero, I mean, it does take up something, but not
It's good
bad
you can
naman.
pause it, di ba?
Yeah, tsaka automatic na. If wala ka sa desktop mo, like half agad yung frame rate niya. May ganong setting.
Okay.
Or like
I didn't even know that.
My adaptive refresh rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to do Wallpaper Engine, Windows blinds, and rain meter. Yeah. And maybe some other stuff, research pa ako. But,
yeah, maybe we can like get all the hardware sugar stuff. Tapos, like, parang competition
Compare the wallpaper.
Siya nung, like,
Best wallpaper.
Magandang desktop, para ganun.
Desktop na setup, yeah.
Yeah.
Pwede. If just I wanna shout out to the viewers na Rocky the Programmer will make his debut on our YouTube channel soon. He shot a video last week, and the video will be up hopefully in around 2 weeks or so. Pero super important on topic, so you should stick around for that.
Yeah. Tapos like sorry na in advance kasi may ginawa kami dun.
Uy, pucha. Actually, di ko pa nga napapanood yung I have no
like, sorry sa inyo, Anton. Like,
Yun
sa'yo
nga,
specifically.
may nabanggit ka nga, ha?
Yeah.
May nabanggit ka sa chat, but I haven't seen the draft yet, so even I will be surprised when I see the video.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Tomorrow's Saturday, so we should all. I want to catch up on some sleep. I was editing the video last night all the way up until like 2 a.m.
Yes, Rocky has a video dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, S21 Ultra. I know. I mean, it's a good phone. I mean, you can shoot the moon with it. I mean, I'll just show it on the.
Yeah.
On
Wait,
the
Mo and Care asked a very important question. Is Rocky the programmer a sibling of Anton and Rafael also? No,
No, dude.
It just
no, he's not.
it just so happens that Rocky the programmer also has the same formal name as me. So I'm also Rafael. He's Rafael. His nickname is Rocky. My nickname is Rocky also. So it's on completely by chance.
Can you imagine having parents like that? No, like
The same name lang lahat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a classmate. Marvin and I had a classmate.
No.
oh,
Si Mark.
They were all Mark.
my God.
Talaga? So how do they tell the difference between each other?
The second name is different, no?
Okay.
Parang
So
ganun,
they'll be like
no?
Mark Joseph or Mark Gerald.
Mark Lawrence.
Or they'll just be like
yeah.
Gerald. But then that's corny, diba?
Mark.
Mark.
M1, M2, M3.
Yeah. Birth order na lang.
Mark 1, yeah. Mark 1, Mark 2.
I forget how many they are. Who's the
That's
ampon?
why I thought 5 yung totoo, pero hindi daw totoo eh. Parang...
May fake? Di ko alam
Hindi,
to
kasi
ah.
nandun sa yearbook natin, di ba? Parang Vista,
Oh.
the man with the blank number of brothers. Tapos apparently hindi totoo na ganun kadami.
Okay.
Sorry. Unrelated to unrelated to the stream. Fraser M from YouTube asks, can I use AVR as an extension cord para sa laptop charger and monitor? Yes. Feel free. That is one of the nice multiple uses of AVR. You can use it na parang tipong extension cord. Ako, what I like also using it as a step up or step down. Sometimes you still have an appliance na 110 pa rin. And so I use the AVR. Usually may isang 110 slot yun eh. Although very rare na lang yun. Usually most appliances now are dual volt. The cell phones, the laptops, the game Switch, yung Nintendo Switch or the game portables, usually dual volt na yun. But occasionally you'll find one na masela na 110 pa rin siya, and that's what I use. That's when I look to my AVR.
Actually, ano yan? Though usually the appliance that has a different voltage that's not dual volt are the speakers. Like to this
yeah?
day, parang it's speakers which vary the most. Like my Altec, these Altec Lansing speakers are old. They're like going malapit na mag 18 years. But then I keep plugging them in wrong. And then I keep checking the voltage. And then after I just bought a Samsung soundbar 4 years ago. That one is also parang 110 siya or 220 lang. Basta one of those. Surprisingly, it's at least my experience with speakers ba, it's na hindi sila dual volt all the time.
Baka mas
Types.
sensitive nga, no? Kasi speakers, no? I mean, baka
Yeah,
Ako,
baka
I haven't-
sensitive. Oh.
I haven't changed my speakers in super long. I don't know.
No, I've beat you way before. Kasi
okay.
I know your speakers was yung Harlem Hold'em na those the white ones, the see-through sticks,
yeah.
and that broke, diba?
No, that's the one I'm still using.
I thought those broke. I thought they're working.
Yeah,
The white
I'm
one.
using my Sennheiser now, but usually I use the sticks.
Okay. I thought they broke. Okay.
Yeah. Although recently with everything going on in the house, I've shifted to headphones. Also because of ASUS, they were lending us so many things, and after I gave them back, parang nasanay na ako sa headphones. So these are super old na rin. I used to use them for watching TV and movies, but now I've moved it to my computer. And it works super well also. Yeah, iba yung headset eh. I kinda like using headset now for computer. And yun, ang dami nangyayari sa bahay eh. So paminsan you just wanna shut out the world.
Damn, that's deep.
Oh,
Okay.
it got dark.
Just say it.
Speaking of speakers, what's really making headway right now are the Razer speakers. Apparently, Razer makes really great speakers now, and they're actually kind of cool. Like
legit quality, hindi yung usual na Razer marketing
apparently
lang.
legit Well, okay, I don't know how long it lasts, but the sound now is really good. And it's cool kasi it looks like two megaphones na black and then my RGB sa sides. So it's like talagang like we're meant to be loud, or I mean to be shooting at you. And actually they have a nice ad for it. I think they're on their second generation now of speakers. I'm against Razer in almost everything na. But I was surprised that they win awards for their speaker, with the RGB speaker. But yeah, I mean that's interesting. The next one is Logitech. I did also another weirdo. Logitech is more for keyboards and mice, and all of a sudden they're making speakers. But I don't trust companies that overexpand into territories that's not their own.
Speakers na before.
You had
Yeah,
Logitech speakers?
Diba, like, I've never bought them, but di ba matagal na may Logitech? Right, Marv? I mean, like our time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not like a new thing naman for them. in fairness.
Right. But yeah, Razer and speakers.
Yan yung nagulat ako. I didn't know about that.
Well, actually, Razer was also getting that RGB mask.
I also heard
Bibili ba
that
daw
from you.
tayo? Someone asked, bibili ba daw tayo?
Marami yung tatanong about the ASUS Gundam stuff. Yung tumbler, yung shirts, yung mousepad.
Are we gonna carry it?
We don't usually stock mga ganon. But if people want to custom order, we can get naman.
Oh.
Although it's super easy to carry get lang from ASUS directly.
Okay.
So
If Asus can guarantee 3080s, di ba?
Nah.
That was part of your price list.
it was, pero sobrang mahal. Like 80K,
Yeah.
di ba? Something like that. Oh,
Grabe.
wild.
Huh?
Although I think that's the third. That's I don't know. The last time we sold the 3080 was the Zotac na 69600. But that was like 2 weeks ago, so it might be 80K now. You never know.
Gundam Premium.
Damn.
Yeah, it looks so good though.
But they do
Lalo yung Zapo,
look
grabe.
they do look good. Like
Sobra.
yung attention to detail, grabe.
Yeah.
To answer Alan Joseph's question, maganda ba yung airflow ng H510 Elite?
No.
Okay, there we go.
It looks super pretty.
Yeah.
But
Kasi-
pero hindi eh.
What makes it pretty is also what makes it pangit airflow kasi the glass front, which allows you to see those very stunning 140 RGB fans.
Yeah.
Yun, the air can't enter at all. There's hardly any space to enter.
Yeah, and like super minimal ng vents para
On
like,
the side,
talaga yung
para
corners
makapasok.
nila flush. Yeah.
So it looks really good, but airflow is not great.
Well, that's your reaction to all NZXT cases.
No, okay lang naman yung like I know like the H510 or the 710 like yours. Okay naman yung airflow. And they're very popular. But what Rocky means is like I don't like the aesthetic. And yeah, it's very austere for me. Parang nabobore ako sa case.
Hindi ka minimalist. That's the in
Hindi,
style now eh.
yeah.
Minimalism.
Nabobore ako. Like give me more like yung brushed aluminum nung Cooler Master SL600M ata yun. Damn, that is a sexy case. Yung tipong ganon.
Pangit din daw airflow nun eh.
You can pop the top. Chimney effect yun. Don't diss the SL600M.
I'll be impressed if you can get those PC cases na mukhang luma. Tapos you just slide the panel, tapos
Yeah, sleeper cases.
Sleeper.
Yung tipong 1993 case.
Oh,
and then
May Pentium 3.
Yeah, with the stickers. Oh, those are good times.
3090 sa loob.
Like at home, I think we brought...
you might have one.
Because my parents just brought home everything when they came back. So they might have brought one of those old
Damn!
computer.
What's it like to build in that siguro, no? Parang siguro
I'll look for it.
Good times.
We could do a video on that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I never built it something like that. When I started building na medyo yung ano na eh.
May glass na.
Enthusiast. Yung medyo enthusiast level na medyo blocky pero
Which shop did you trust in Makati before?
yung kay Pat Suzara. Yung blockmate mo sa MO3,
Microshop.
Yeah.
Microshop, yeah.
You delegated the building of your computer.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Until I finally decided one day na, we should try it. And several sweaty hours later,
Nux, you're using the ASUS ROG shirt pala, bro.
I'm wearing it now.
Yeah. I know, kasi it's illuminated. A lot tattooing stuff.
Masyadong malakas yung itong monitor talaga, the colors really pop eh. Also from ASUS, the AG271 something. We've also shot the review and it is coming out soon.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Alright. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the panel. See you guys next month for another Puwede Magtanong and our other shows.
Okay. Stay safe. Good night, everyone.
Bye guys. Stay safe.